Hello, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone has had a good Easter break. It's supposed to be another day off today, but I'm here to do a stream and hope you guys have all been well. Today we're going to look at 0. Oh, what's happening here? Is this 0.10? It says it up in the top right corner. It's got to be it, right? Nah, April Fools. We're still stuck in 0.9. I've been told to delay it for another week. So, yeah, I thought it was a good opportunity to drop an April Fools on a day. Sorry about that one. But yeah, I got plenty to show in 0.9 today, so stick around. I will show you some few things to do with the quest systems and the rules, and we can see if we can do some RNG and randomness inside of the quest giver. But next week will be the showcase for 0.10. No one's working today because of the public holiday, so I think that was one of the reasons why they said to wait till next week. So yeah, thanks for the raid, Pickaxe Master. Welcome to the stream. So it's a bit of an April Fool's today. No showcase of 0.10. That's next week. But we are going to dive into 0.9. And we're going to play around with the rule system with randomized quests. This is something I did on stream maybe a year and a half ago, where I tried to get an NPC to give you 4 quests to pick from. When you complete one of your choosing, you come back to the NPC and... Thanks, Pickaxe Master. And we're going to see if we can randomize the quests and cross it off the list when it's complete. That sort of thing. So yes, let's dive in. So I haven't tried it yet, but a couple of people actually mentioned that the objectives don't talk to the rule system or vice versa. So we're going to test it out, see if we can get workarounds, see if it all works, that sort of thing, and we'll go from there. Timer quests, says PG. Alright, well, I'm going to do one of 4. I need to do 4 quests. So we're going to do a variety. So we'll do quest 1, and we'll call this collect counter. So we're going to collect these quests, and we're going to wait for a message, and that message is going to be quest 1. Do we want an argument? We can do without the argument. We'll just do quest 1. Alright, and we're going to collect some objects. The objects will have a tag that have Q1, and we'll collect 5 of them. We don't want to auto-complete. We want to require a message. So quest 1 hand in. Something like that. And then after you've handed it in, it will send a message, quest 1 complete. Cool. Now we're going to do a second quest, quest 2. Now the first one we did collect counter, and then we'll just say death counter or kill counter. We don't want to auto launch, we want to message quest.2, and we want to counter, but not for collected objects, we want it for deaths, and the deaths will be Q2, and we'll have 5 of them, or maybe 3. We'll do 3. We don't want a quest to auto complete, we want to wait for message. Let's wait for input. Okay, that's probably to press E or something. We'll have quest 2 hand in, and when we hand it in, it will send a message, quest to complete. Cool. Now we've got 2. Third one, we'll do quest 3. And this one here, we will make it a timer of 30 seconds. We'll make it 10 seconds, just for the sake of testing. Timer quest, 10 seconds. We'll auto launch. No, we want requires message, and we'll say quest.3. Okay, the timer is for 10 seconds, and we need to survive, so just don't die for 10 seconds, quite easy. Autocomplete, or do we want the message again? We'll do autocomplete for this one, and we'll say quest.3 complete. We need one more, so quest 4. And what else do we have as a quest option? We have asset def, wait for message. We'll do wait for message. Wait for message will be key collected, or maybe reach safe zone. Something like that. Could be whatever you want. And when we reach the safe zone, we will require a message, and that will be quest for hand in, and the message it sends is quest for complete. Alright, so we've got 4 different quests set up, and all of them are quest 1, quest 2, quest 2 hand in, and quest 2 complete. And they're all uniformal, so we can use them in our game. I'm going to go ahead and save that, so I don't need to set that up again. And we're going to set up an NPC to talk to give us our quest. Cool. Alright, let's get a character. What sort of character do we want? Is my Dojira on here? It's not. Okay. We'll just stick with Adventurer Jet. Keep it basic. And Adventurer Jet just requires a speaker. And the speaker is, we can look at target, so when we press E, Jet will look at us, and we will wait for the message interact. That way the player needs to press E on Jet to get their attention. And I'll send a message, and that message will be quest giver talk. That'll do. Quest giver talk. So when you press E, it'll send a message quest giver talk to all. Now we need that to go somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out our trusty numpad. And that's where we're going to send the message. And that message is quest giver talk. So go ahead and add a asker. And that will be quest giver talk. And it'll be which quest would you like to do today? Okay. So the first quest is Q1, and that was a collection quest. The next one was Q2, and that was a kill quest. Next one is Q3, which was a timer quest, and then we have Q4, which is reach a point quest. Cool. And then we can activate the quest with quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, and quest 4. I'm going to go ahead and save and test that one, and then we'll put in some toggle behaviors to turn it off, and then we're going to create some presets to bring out the right asker once the quest is completed, because you want the quest to disappear once it's completed from the asker. And we'll build that up slowly, nice and easy. Oh, that was quite loud. Let me just turn that down. Alright. So when we press E, Jet turns around and looks at us, and then we can pick a quest. I got quest 4 auto played. You can see quest 4 is automatically there. We don't want that. So I must have forgot to... Yeah, so we got auto launch. We need quest.4 to launch it. Alright, let's try again. So we can pick one of 2 quests, one of 4 quests. So we've got quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, and quest 4. Now after 10 seconds, quest 3 should just automatically complete. It does, so that's our quest 3 completed. Just need to survive for 10 seconds. Of course you can make it whatever you want, and as long as you want, I think, but just for the purposes of testing. Alright, but maybe we only want to complete or select one quest at a time. So what we can do here is add a toggle. It will automatically be on, and we're going to turn it off with quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, and quest 4. So that means now when I pick a quest from the NPC, I can't talk to them again and pick another one. So I've selected my quest, and now when I press E, nothing happens. Cool. Alright, so far so good. Now with quest 1, we need to collect a few objects with the Q1 tag. So go ahead and put that down. And we'll put down our key. We'll put the tag Q1, and we'll make this collectible. Collectible. We can send a message when it's picked up, so you can send something to the rule system. Let's set that up if you want to do it this way. You don't have to, it's just an additional thing, so I may as well show you how to do it. Keys collected. So we're setting up a variable, and here's our variable. It's worth 0. We can show it at the start of the game. We'll show it on the left hand side. Keys collected. And what we can do here is we can display the HUD, show HUD, and we want to show the keys, and we want it to be true. So that way it will show the HUD when the game begins. And then we're going to add and subtract. So what we can do here is key collected, and we will add 1 each time the key is collected. So now we come back to the key, and the message to collect it will be key collected, and a broadcast type will be to the rule system. And we just duplicate this 5 times with Control D. And press Control S to save. And now what we should see when we collect the keys is the quest completing on the right and adding 1 to the rule system on the left. The rule system's not needed, but it's just showing you a different way of using it. Alright, so when we pick up the key, you can see both counters are ticking up, and now our quest is complete. But we need to talk to the NPC when we finished to complete the quest. So what we need to do here is add an indicator. So we add an indicator component. We're going to edit the logic, and we're going to add some quest cursors. So we want the giver to give quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, and quest 4. And we want the receiver to be the same. And the visibility can be up to you. We'll just do 20, and we'll see what the offset is like in our test. And I don't know what that is. I think that's for online stuff, so we won't worry about that. And we can say display interaction with E, so that way the players know. So you got the indicator above the head. It's a little too high, so we're going to bring it down a bit with 0.5. And there we go. So now when we pick up a quest, the indicator's still above its head, so we don't want that, but we'll see what happens when we collect it all. And you can see now it's a question mark to hand it in. We can't talk to them yet because we haven't set up the next part. Cool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to duplicate with Control D. And what I'm going to do here is just for this exercise, I'm just going to remove the speaker, and we're going to remove everything but the first quest. Sorry, shortcut keys changed in 0.10 and I'm still getting used to that. Going back to 0.9 again. So Control D, we're going to duplicate this one, and we're going to make this one quest 2. Duplicate this one, and this one here is going to be for quest 3, and duplicate, and this one here will be for quest 4. Okay. Now this one has a quest for all 4. We don't need that now. They are going to be on these invisible ones. And what we can do is we need to spawn them out or kill them off once the quest is complete. So we'll make them plants, and here we'll say quest 1 complete. This one here will be quest 2 complete. Basically when a quest is completed, it will delete the NPC. Quest 3 complete, and quest 4 complete. Awesome. We're going to make these invisible and no collisions, and we should still see them. Just going to test that out. Yes, we can. And what we can do here is save them as a preset. And just label them so that way you know what is what. And we'll go ahead and save each preset separately. Just like that. And what we can have here, I should have kept it on him, the indicator. Actually, if I put it back on, is it going to be there? Ah, I got to set it up again. That's okay. And we'll duplicate that, Control D. No speaker. And what we can do here is we'll add a plant, and this plant will die with EvaQuest selected. So it's just going to be there at the very beginning, and once a player has selected a quest, it will be removed. And again, that will be invisible, no collisions, and we don't need to have a preset for this one. So we'll move these aside. So when we start, we should see an indicator above his head. Yep, perfect. And we'll make sure the offset is the same. Okay. Now what we can do here is we'll duplicate this numpad. We'll get rid of the asker and the toggle, and what we'll do is we'll bring out an asset spawner, and we want to spawn our preset, and we'll bring out indicator 1. And we'll bring out indicator 1 with quest 1. Then we can duplicate that, and we can bring out indicator 2 with quest 2, and we can duplicate that. And we'll bring out indicator 3 with quest 3, and duplicate one more time, and we'll bring out indicator 4 with quest 4. And I'll bring these aside so we don't have to bring them out later. Now, I don't know if this will work. It works in my head. It might need some tweaking, but we'll see what happens now when we talk to the NPC and collect the first quest. Alright, we see a single indicator. When we do the first one, you can see the objection is gone. The indicator is gone. We can now collect the keys. Alright, now we can see that the question mark is there, and now we just need to talk to get the quest complete. Cool, so far so good. Alright, since this toggles off, we need something that toggles on for quest 1. Okay, so what we can do here is I need you to collect for 5 keys before you can do another quest. And then you say okay, and we'll get rid of all of these, and this one here will be none. And that's it for that one. We will toggle this on with quest 1. So when we select quest 1, this will turn on, and when we do all of the quest 1, Message required on completion is quest 1 hand in. So we need something to send a message when 5 keys is collected to toggle off this message and toggle on the complete message. Using the rule system now will be useful. So what we can do here is go to the rules. We can say check key amount. So each time we collect a key, 1 will be added to keys collected, and then we can send a message check key amount. And what we can do here is add a comparison, so we can compare numbers, and we can add here check key amount, and we want to check the keys collected, and if it equals 5, we will say quest 1 finished. And what we can do here is we can toggle this one off with quest 1 finished, and we can duplicate this one and say thank you for finding my keys. Let's do maybe I can now give you another quest to do. Be like okay, and the message here will be maybe it's the objective, which is quest 1 hand in. Something like that. Now we want this one to turn on with the quest 1 finished. So it toggles one off, and it'll toggle on the other. And this one here can be turned off with quest 2, quest 3, and quest 4. Alright, let's save that one and test this out and see what happens. Okay, so we have a quest to pick from. We're going to do the first one for the sake of this testing, but we can pick any of them later on. So we're going to collect 5 keys. If I try to talk to the quest giver, I say I need you to collect 5 keys before you can do another quest. So if players go off and forgot what they're going to do, or they come back too early, at least the dialogue is different. It feels like it's progressive. So you want your text to be different before the quest, in the middle of the quest, and after the quest. So that way players feel like the interactions are doing something, and it also gives them a reminder of what they're supposed to be doing. So now when we complete all 5 keys, we got our question mark. Thank you for finding my keys. I can now give you another quest to do. We'll say okay. And now the quest is complete. Now if I press E, you can see that the last thing is still toggled on. Thank you for finding my keys. I can now give you another quest to do. Alright, so the first one is done. And this toggles off with quest 2, 3, and 4, and maybe it should be something else. So next we need to bring out the next asker minus the collection quest. So this is where the branching is going to toggle, be used to toggle on and off what's left. So let me save that, and we'll see if we can work this out. The last time I did this stream on this topic, I wasn't able to do it, or it was very, very complicated. So let's see if we can do things a bit more simple this time around. So I'm going to Control D. And what we're going to do for this one is, if you selected the first quest, the next one will have 2, 3, and 4. Quest 2, Quest 3, and Quest 4. And again, we'll toggle it off, and we can toggle it on with Quest 1 complete. Well, maybe we should just spawn it and kill it. I think that would probably be cleaner. And that way we don't have to do tricky things with toggles. So what we can do here is just do a health. And with the health, we can kill it off with Quest 2, Quest 3, and Quest 4. We don't want to see it. We want it to die straight away. And we don't worry about messages being sent. Same with this one here. We could do toggle, or we can just kill it once it's selected. So go ahead and just kill it off. And we'll kill it off with any message. So Quest 1, Quest 2, Quest 3, and Quest 4. We don't want to see its health, and we'll -2 to kill it straight away. Okay. These ones can stay on, I believe. Like, when you select the quest, these are the only ones that should be working. And we don't need any of these messages. They don't get used anyway. Okay, we'll just save it. We're going to have to make a few assets and a few presets for this part to work, but you got the first gist of the start. Next, we'll add some wolves for our second objective, which is to kill anything with the tag Q2, and we want 3 of them. So we'll go ahead and add the tag Q2. Okay, we need a health component so we can kill it. We'll only give it 1 health so we can get rid of it quickly. And give it predator. You'll only do 1 damage to us. It doesn't matter. Okay. We'll go ahead and duplicate and duplicate. And let's see if the second quest triggers and works. So go ahead. Aha. It shouldn't be doing this one. We need to save this as a preset and bring it out later. So what we can do here is quest 1 to 2, 3, and 4. So that means when we've done quest 1, there will be 2, 3, and 4 left, which is 2, 3, and 4. We'll go ahead and delete that. And when we do kill quest, it's got rid of our menu. We can't press E because we haven't set anything up for in between for quest 2. But when we kill the wolves, we've got our question mark, and we need to have now a counter for the wolves in the rule system, so that way we can trigger the next toggle So what we'll do here is when the wolves die, we can send a message, kill wolf, and we can send that to the rule system, and we can do that to all of them at the same time. So we'll have message kill wolf to the rules. Excellent. Now when we go to the rules, we'll go ahead and add a new one. Kill wolf, create, and the same thing here with the key. We can just duplicate this. And here is keys collected. It's a good idea to label your rules so you know where everything is just by clicking here. If it always says new rule set, you'll never know what it does, and it can take you longer if you don't label it to look for things. So here we want wolves killed. Message we want is kill wolf, and then we can say check wolf amount. And we want to check if it equals 3. If so, it's quest 2 finished. And the same thing here, we can duplicate these ones. And this one's here for quest 2. So here we can say, I need you to kill the 3 wolves for me before I can give you another quest. Okay. So quest 2 will turn this one on, and quest 2 finished will turn it off. Quest 2 finish will turn this one on, and to turn this one off, it's quest 1, quest 3 and quest 4. Every other quest will turn that off. We can get rid of these, we don't need that. And then we have quest 2 hand in, which will then complete the quest. Thank you for killing the pesky wolves for me. I can now give you another quest to do. Alright. So now we have in between dialogue for quest 2 set up, and it should only activate while on quest 2, and we don't need to spawn these out. They should be okay the way they are, because they toggle on and off during a quest only. So we can do quest 2, and when we talk to him again, I need you to kill the wolves for me before I can give you another quest. Alright, so that's gone to the rule system. The rule system sent back the message to toggle on the other numpad. So now it says, thank you for killing the pesky wolves. I can now give you another quest to do. And say, okay. And now the quest is complete. But I don't have the next thing set up. So what I need here is quest to complete to toggle this one off, and same with this one, quest 1 complete to toggle this one off. Cool. What was the third one? The third one was just to survive, right? For 10 seconds. So survive for 10 seconds. We'll go ahead and set that up now. So this one here is for quest 3. Please live for 10 seconds before talking to me again. Okay, And then we can say quest.3 to turn that on, and quest.3 dot finished. Maybe we probably need to talk to the rule system again for the 10 seconds, or we can even use a timed event. We'll play around with it, see what happens. Thank you for surviving for 10 seconds. I can now give you another quest to do. And that will be quest.3.complete. I don't think it's something that I hand in, is it? So auto completes. We have an autocomplete. Let's require message for this one. So say quest 3 complete. Quest 3 finished, and then quest 3 complete. Okay, so quest 3 finished, and this one here will be quest.2, and this one here is quest 3 complete. Alright, now we need something in the rule system to count 10 seconds, then sends a message to toggle off the in-between dialogue. So we'll go to our rules, we're going to add a timer. Here's the time, Q3 timer, and then we're going to add a rule to start timer, and that timer will begin with quest 3 message. It's going to start the timer, and the value we want is 10 seconds. And then after it is done, we can send a message quest 3 finished. Alright, we'll go ahead and save that one, and we'll test it out. Okay, so the first one we're going to do here is quest 3. It begins. I'll talk to him again. It says please live for 10 seconds. Please live for 10 seconds. Thank you for surviving 10 seconds. So I think we need to add more than 10 seconds, maybe 12 or 13, because the actual timer of the 10 seconds doesn't begin until like the banner pops up and then moves it to the side. So I'll show you what I mean. So 1, 2, 3, and now you can see the 10 seconds begins. So we want to give that extra time so people can't hand it in on the 2-second mark. Okay, now the quest is complete. It didn't complete on the right hand side though, it's still stuck there. Let's see what's going on. So quest 3, send message, quest 3 complete. So if I go to here, quest 3 complete, it doesn't complete, huh? Is that a bug, or am I doing something wrong? Let's find out. So we survived for 10 seconds. We sent the message Q3 finished, and then action after completion. So is it Q3 finished? No, that's the message required to hand in. And then message after completion is quest 3 complete. I think I did something wrong. Message required for the quest completion is quest 3 finished. And this one comes from the rules, right? Quest 3 finished. Let's try that again. So I'll talk. Please live for 10 seconds. Yep. Okay. So that part works. Okay. So the question mark pops up. That's because the rule system sent for message. So thank you for surviving 10 seconds. I can give you another quest to do. Okay. So it's got rid of the question mark, but the quest on the right hand side is still there. So I think that's a bug. Because the rest work, but the timer there is stuck. The rules doesn't communicate with the quest, right? Okay, so if that's true, then I sent a message using an asker. So let me have a look. So the message required from completion is probably quest 3 finished. So let's see if that makes a difference. There we go. We just changed the message. Used the wrong one. The asker works, and thank you for surviving. Now I can do another quest. Okay. So quest 3 finished. I can't send that from the rules because it will toggle this off as well. So what I can do here in this case is just change the message, I think. So what I can do here is just go to the rules and say quest 3 timer end. And what I can do is put here quest 3 timer end and then turn it off with quest 3 complete. Does quest 3 complete get sent? Yes, it does. So let's see if this works. Okay, survive 10 seconds. Okay, that's ended. Thank you for surviving. I say okay. Quest is complete. And now I can't press E. It's disabled the toggle. So that works. Perfect. So we've got 3 out of 4 set up so far. And then we're going to have to shuffle the menus that come out once the quests are complete in the order that the player chooses. And then we're pretty good. So next we're going to do the 4th one, which is reach a safe zone for quest 4 hand in. Okay, I'll just make a safe zone over here. We'll go ahead and add a numpad. And we'll add a volume trigger. And this one here will use the message so it's going to listen for a message that says reach.safezone. So we're going to do that one. And the message will be sent to the rules. And once that safe zone is hit, then quest 4 hand in will pop up. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate these numpads. and we're going to change some of it. You need to reach the safe zone first before I can give you another quest. Okay, we'll toggle that off with quest 4 and quest for hand in. I think that might work. We can toggle it off with safe zone reached, and we can change this so it's not from the rules but it's to all. So once safe zone is reached, it will disable this one and enable this one, and we'll toggle it off with quest 2, 3, 1 and quest 4 completes, which happens once we hand it in, right? Quest 4 hand in, which comes here. Make that invisible, no collisions. We'll save and test that one. And I think we got all 4 quests set up now. So we should be able to do each one. Then we just have to work out the next part, which is shuffling the askers. So reach a point. Alright. You need to reach the safe zone. We've reached the safe zone. Now it's complete. Thank you for killing a pesty wolf. I gotta change the dialogue. And then it's complete. And then I can't press E, so that's fine. Thank you for reaching the safe zone. I can now give you another quest to do, and that's all good. Alright, so now we've got all 4 quests set up, and they all work as intended, and the indicators above their head changes depending on the quest. You can see we separated all the indicators on the invisibles, and they come out of the asset spawners using presets. So we've got our 4 presets, and now we just need to juggle the menus. This is the fun part. Alright, so we've got 1, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So when we do this quest, it will bring out the one with 2, 3, and 4. If we choose 2, we'll duplicate. And here we can do 2, 2, 3, 4. And what we'll do here is we'll just have 3 and 4 on this one, and we'll make sure that the messages are correct. Cool. And instant death message will be quest 3 or quest 4. And then here we can duplicate it. And for here we can do quest 3 to 4. Quest 4. It's probably an easier way to do this, maybe. But this is the way I'm going to do it. And I'm going to duplicate. So this one here is 2. If we did 2, it goes through 3 to 4. And if we did 3, it will only show 4. So if we did 3, it should be 3 to 2 to 4. So if I duplicate this one, and I did 3, it will only have 2 and 4 left, right? And this one here will be 2 and 4. I think that will work. And if I did 2, all will be left is 4, which I should be able to bring that out. And if I did 4, all left will be is 2. So maybe here I need to say quest 4 last. And what I can do here is I will have quest 3 last, quest 2 last. So it just shows the just a single quest. And duplicate. Quest 2. And we probably need to adjust the kill messages here. Quest 2. Quest 3. And this one here is quest 4. This one here is 3 and 4. And this one here is 2 and 4. This one here is 2, 3 and 4. And this one here should be all 4 of them. Okay, cool. We probably need one for quest 1 as well. So let me put them in order. So they're not backwards for me. And this one here will be quest 1. And quest 1 will be the message that kills it. Okay. Save that. So we can use these 4 for all the last quests. So what we can do here, these ones can always stay the same. We don't have to worry about them. For this one here, this is the first thing that will be here at the beginning. These ones here won't be, they'll be hidden and spawn later on. So if I do quest 1, quest 2, quest 3 or quest 4, what I can do is this will die and quest 1 picked first. And we're going to save that as a preset. We'll get rid of that and we will have this as a asset spawner. Or should it be replace asset? Might be better to have replace asset. We're going to use the preset, and if we selected quest 1 first, we want to bring out quest 1 to 2, 3, 4. So we'll save this as a preset, and that's the thing we'll bring out when quest 1 is chosen. So that's what will be replaced to. Quest 1 last. I'm going to go ahead and save these as a preset and then delete them. Okay. So we've got quest 3 and 4, quest 2 and 4, and this one's quest 2, 3 and 4. So we've already got that one sorted, right? Quest 1 to 2, 3, 4. Did we do this twice? Let's find out. So we got 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, we can delete both of these. It's not a problem because we got that coming out of this preset. So if we selected quest 1 first, this is the one that will come out. If we selected quest 2 first, we're going to duplicate that one. And we're going to bring out 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So here we're going to say quest 2. And what we'll bring out here is 2, 2, 1, 3, 4. And we'll save that as a preset. And what we're going to have here is quest 1, 3 and 4. And we'll make sure it dies with the right messages. I don't know if that's the right way to do things, but we'll work it out as we go along. So 1, 3 and 4, 1, 3 and 4. We've already saved that as a preset, so we'll just save over it. And then we'll bring it out with this one. Cool. And that's with a replace asset. Next we will duplicate. And this one here is going to be 3. And that will be 1, 2 and 4 left over. So we'll go ahead and get our number 2. And this one here will be 1, 2 and 4. So we'll replace number 3. And we'll say quest 2. And we'll go ahead and edit the logic. And we'll do quest 2. So we've got 1, 2 and 4. And we've got 1, 2 and 4. So we'll go ahead and save that as a preset. And we'll bring it out here. And that's with the message quest 3. One more, duplicate. And this one here is for quest 4. And if we do 4, what's going to be left is 1, 2 and 3. We'll go ahead and copy quest 3 and go over quest 4 in this one, save the message to quest 3, and we'll put quest 3 here as well. Cool. We'll go ahead and save this as a preset, and we'll go ahead and bring that out of this one. Alright, so when the replace happens, it will bring out the right one, and we should be destroying the other ones. So let's do health. Actually, we need to do health on all of them. And I will delete each one after I add all the messages in. So we're going to get rid of that, and we'll say quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, and quest 4. Okay, so if we select this one, quest 1 brings out the next one, so we just delete that here. This one here is for quest 2, so we'll get rid of that one. This one here is for quest 3, so we'll get rid of quest 3 for the def message because it will be replaced. And then we have quest 4, we'll get rid of quest 4. I'll go ahead and save that, and we're going to test this out. Now, if it works, 0.1 looks the same as 9/11. Yes, it is April Fool's. Next week we'll do 0.10. Alright, so if I pick a quest, and the quest we want to pick is collecting the keys. So we can go ahead and collect our keys. If we talk to him, it says we need to collect 5 keys before we can do another quest. We've got our quest done. We'll talk to him. Thank you for finding my keys. I can give you another quest. Cool. Now if I talk to him again, now the quests that are remaining are 2, 3, and 4. So let's do the kill quest. Make sure that the in-between dialogue is working. Yes, it is. And done. Thank you for killing the pesky wolves. I can now give you another quest to do. And that's done. And now when I press E, nothing happens because we've got to do the next chain. But that should work for the first 2 quests. So if I do a reach the point, I've reached the point, I've come back, let's hand it in, and now we can do 1, 2, or 3. You can see quest 4 we just finished is not there anymore. Let's do a time quest, and we can wait the 10 seconds. The in-between dialogue is working because they're sitting over here. We don't need to worry about that one. And then now the quest is complete. Cool. Let's do the next chain. So that's so far so good. I'm going to save it again out of paranoia, and then we'll try the next one. Alright, so how will this next one work? So let's do the quest 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to bring that out. So this is what this numpad turns into when we do the second quest. When it's completed, it dies, but we need to turn it into something else, which is the corresponding whatever we choose at this point. So how do we do this part? So far so good. I think we're halfway there. So we used a replace tool for this one, but we don't have a replace tool for the next one. Maybe the replace tool should be coming out with this one, so maybe there'll be 2 presets. So if I duplicate this, and we have replace with so when we do quest 1, it replaces that one, which is 2, 3, and 4. So if we do quest 2, whoops, we don't want to replace this one. This one we're actually using. So it will be this one here. So if we do quest 2, it will replace 2 to 3 and 4. I think that's the way to do it. So next we need quest 1. Quest 3 and 4, maybe. If I select quest 3, quest 4, it should kill this off. Okay. And so this one will bring out this numpad. No, quest 1 turns into... Alright, so this one turns into quest 1. Quest 1 will bring out Q1 to 2, 3, 4. Which is this one here. This one will have the option for 2, 3, and 4. And when it selects 2, 3, or 4, it destroys itself, 2, 3, or 4. If we selected quest 2, it's going to bring out 3 and 4. So I'll go ahead and do quest 3 and 4. And we'll have to replace here as quest 3 and 4. It's going to be a little complicated while I get my head around this one and then build it. So I'm working it out as I go. So my logic may not be perfect, but I just want to get a working version of this. And then it can be optimized and thought of later on how to improve it. So when we do quest 1, this numpad comes out because it replaces to this. And then this one will have quest 2, 3, and 4. So if this one is selected, quest 2, it will kill this off. If I duplicate this, we can do quest 1, quest 3, and we'll get rid of that and have quest 2 to delete this one. And if I duplicate this one here will be quest 4, and this one here will be quest 3. And this one here, so when we do quest 3 and 4, we also want 2 and 4 and 2 and 3. Okay, so let's do 2 and 3. Something like that. And we'll save this as quest 2 and 3. And then we need, so we've got 3 and 4, quest 2 and 3. Alright, if we do quest 2, 3 and 4 will come out. If we do quest 4, 2 and 3 will come out. And if we do quest 3, we need 2 and 4 to come out, right? So quest 4, quest 4, so we're going to do quest 3 here. I shuffled them around, doesn't matter. It's all good in the hood. We don't want to see any of their health. Hidden. And hidden, okay. Alright, so we've got quest 3 and 4. We've got quest 2 and 3. And now we need quest 2 and 4. 2 and 4, okay. So go ahead here and it'll be 2 and 4. Quest 4 and 2, and then we do quest 2 and 4. Okay, so we're going to do here quest 2 and 4. We'll save that as a preset, and we'll bring that out here. Alright, so this now, quest 1 to 2, 3, 4, is going to bring out all of these. I've got 2 of them. What? Why? Why do I have 2 of them? Alright, let's suss it out. See what's going on. Which one's which? So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. They both have 2, 3, 4 for the instant death message. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've just got duplicates in here. I'm just going to go ahead and delete one. And I'm going to make sure this one has the right one. It looks like it does, so I deleted the right one. Okay. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save over that with that. And when that comes out, it will ask me what I want to do. When I select 1, 2, 3, or 4, this will die. This will replace to the last one, and the other ones will die. And I think that will work. Okay, and when we do one of these ones, which is 3 and 4, it will bring out single ones. So that's the next thing we're going to do. We did do 3 last, so I'm going to type the word last. And just bring out each one. Okay. And this one here will bring out 3 to 4. So what I'll do for this one is we got our quest, and we got our double digit ones. We'll bring them back out again. So we've got 2, 3, 2, 4, and 3, 4. Yes, awesome. Now this one here will bring out 3, 4. And 3, 4 will need here, and this will bring with it 4 and 3. So what we'll do here is we'll bring these. We got quest 3, 4. We'll highlight these, and we'll save over the preset Q34. Cool. We'll delete that. Next we need 2 and 4, so we'll go ahead and remove 3, and we'll bring in 2, and this one here should be 2 and 4. Okay, We'll go ahead and copy that. We'll highlight all three and we'll bring these out as a preset. Cool. And we'll delete that. Our last one here needs 2 and 3. So we'll go ahead and put back 4 and we'll bring out 3. And this one here should be 2 and 3, just like that. And we'll go ahead and save that as a preset. And that is done. And we can go ahead and delete that and delete these. We can go ahead and delete this as well. And delete these. And we'll go ahead and save. Okay. Let us now see if selecting number 1 in the quests will let us do all 4 in random, in our choosing, I should say. So we're going to do a collection quest. We should be able to talk in between. We've collected 5 quests. It says thank you. Okay, done. Next, there's only 2, 3, and 4. Let's do quest 2. And can we talk in between? Yep, we need to kill wolves. That's correct. Okay, our wolves are complete. Thank you for killing the wolves. Okay. What quest would you like to do today? It's only given us 3, so it should be 3 and 4. Let's see where we went wrong on that one. It's almost there. So quest 2 needs to bring out 3 and 4. So let's bring that out. And this one here is an asker for 3 and 4. But what does this one bring out? This one brings out quest 1 to 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and bring that out. 1 to 2, 3, 4. Which is what we did here. We ended up doing quest 2. So quest 2 kills this one off. Quest 2 brings out this one, which is 3 and 4. And 3 and 4 kills that off. Quest 2 should kill off both of these. Quest 2. Quest 2. So this one now brings out quest 3 and 4, which is here. Quest 3 and 4. But quest 3 and 4 also needs... So this one here is an asker. And these ones are replace assets. So this one here needs to be an asker. And these one need to be replace assets. So here we need to replace. And this one here we need to replace. Okay. So this one here, if we selected, which is quest 3, so this one here needs to be quest 3, and this one here is quest 3. And this one here should be quest 4, and this one here should be quest 4. And it dies with quest 4. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and save this one here. And we'll try that again. So quest 1. Quest 2. Now it's given us 3 and 4. Let's reach a point. We'll do quest 4. Okay. And with quest 4 complete, we need to have quest 3. So we're almost there. So what did we do? So we did quest 3 and 4. And it will replace to, if we pick quest 3 last, we need to go to quest 4. And if we do quest 4 last, we need to replace it to quest 3. So we just had it the wrong way around, which is why it's sent the wrong one. And now it should work. Ah, it didn't let me hand in. What would you like to do today? Well, I want to hand in the quest. Why is that finished so early? Yeah, the replace needs to happen when it's completed, I think. That's what needs to happen. So when we pick quest 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 comes out. And this asker, so when we select toggle 1, it will place to 1, 2, 3, 4 straight away. But this should be toggled off. And it should only toggle on when quest 1 is complete. I think that's how it should work. Alright, and then we have quest 3 and 4. So let's find quest 3 and 4. And this has an asker. And this asker shouldn't be turning on until quest 2 is complete. And same with the last ones. So last 3 and last 4. This one here shouldn't be turning on until quest 4 is complete. Quest 4 complete. Oops. Okay. Hope I'm doing this right. And quest 4 shouldn't toggle on until quest 3 is complete. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And I'll save this. I don't know if I did that already, just in case. Alright, let's save and try again. And you have to do that for each path. So if you do quest 2, you need to make these presets for each chain. And it should work out just fine. And you can hide the numpads underground so you don't see the explosions, that sort of thing. Let's do quest. Quest 2 is complete. Thank you for killing the wolves. Fantastic. Now I've got 3 and 4. Let's do 4. Let's make sure the in-between still works. Yep. Okay. Cool. That's done. And I should be left with quest 3. Quest 3 is a timer. And we need to wait 10 seconds to live. And we're done. And that's all 4 quests. Oh, what did I do there? I accidentally pressed E. But that worked. The only thing I would change now is the last ones. So this one here is quest 4. Quest 4. So when we reach the end, to kill it, quest 3 complete. No, that's a toggle on. What about to kill it? Quest 4. So when we select quest 4, it will get rid of it. Is that the same for here? Quest 3 will kill it. Yes, that's fine. And I think this is the one that was talking, right? Quest 4 complete. Okay. Because we did quest 1 first, before quest 2 comes out, which is 1 to 2, 3, 4. If we do quest 1 first, then we need quest 2 to 1, 3, 4. So if we want to quest 2 first, we need to do this chain for this one. Basically exactly what we did for this. If we go, if we have 2, 3, and 4, so 2, 3, and 4, we can select whichever one we want here, right? If we've done it correctly. So I need to do quest 1 first again, and then we should be able to do any of the other quests. Instead of the wolf, it can be something else. Let's check it out. Okay, that's complete. Now I want to reach the point. Just make sure the in-between works. Which quest would you like to do today? That's not what I wanted to do. So when I picked 4, so I selected quest 4, and the def message here will be for 2 and 3, which is fine. And this one here will die with quest 2, 3, and 4, which is fine. But when I replace it, it replaces with quest 2, 3. So let's check that out. Quest 2, 3. Yep, see I don't have a toggle here. So toggle, this will be off. This will turn on when quest 4 is complete. Because that's what we're doing after quest 1. So we'll go ahead and save that one. And what was the other one? That's 2.4. So same thing here. We'll toggle it on when quest 3 is complete, because that's the one we're doing after quest 1. So we'll toggle that off, and we'll say quest 3 complete. Just want to make sure this is toggled off and this is toggled off. Yep. And now we'll do quest 2 and 4, and we'll go ahead and save over that preset. Now if all works out well, I should be able to do any of the 3 quests after quest 1 without issues. Okay, so we can do quest 4 now. If I press E, no more, a menu pops up. Excellent. We've completed that. Quest 4 is complete. So now we need number 2. So we need 3 and 2 after quest 4. Let's see what's going on there. We need 2 and 3. So that's this one here. So 2 and 3. So this is the one that needs to be on when quest 4 is complete. So when we completed quest 4, that should be here. So quest 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So if we picked quest 4, 2 and 3 should come out. And 2 and 3 will destroy this. Quest 4 will replace it to this. So quest 4 will bring out quest 2 and 3. Quest 2 and 3 will come out, which is this one, which will be kill quest and timer quest. And whichever I select will kill this off and then bring out so this one here again, so this one here is 2, 3, and 4. This needs to be replace asset. So I did it for the others, but not for the rest. So this one here is 2 and 3, and if I select this one, this will be quest 2, and it will bring out last 2, and this will kill it with quest 3. And same with this one, I need to get rid of the asker, and I'm going to have replace asset, and this one here will be for last 3, and this will here be for quest 3. Whoops. And I will kill this off with quest 2. That's probably going to be the same for 2 and 4. Let me just double check that. These should be replace assets, but they're askers. This is the asker, which then gets replaced with 2 and 4. So this one here will need to be replace, and this one here will be 2, and it will require quest 2, and it should die with quest 4, and the same with the opposite. So this one here needs to replace asset to 4. It will replace with quest 4, and it will die with quest 2. And I'll go ahead and save these as quest 2 and 4. Do I have 3 and 4? Did I fix these up when I first did it? Yes, so this is the original path I did complete properly. Alright, a bit of juggling, a bit of working out which messages go where and where to put the toggles to prevent things from happening. But I think we have now a completed chain of quests after the first one is selected. We can select any one of these. Let's do timer quest. So we need to wait 10 seconds. All the in-between dialogue works. After this is complete, we can hand it in. Now we should only have 2 and 4, that's correct. We can do reach a point. We can hand it in. I don't have any more dialogue after this. So what we have is the last. So this one here is meant to come out, but we don't have that coming out. So let's go to 2 and 4, which is here. And we completed the quest. So what we've done is we selected 4, but that should be replacing it to 2. Because when we select 4, it replaces to 2, and if we select 2, it should replace the last one to 4. I think that's where I went wrong. And I think the same can be said with the 3 and 4 and 2 and 3. So you can see the concept works. I just need to juggle the messages so it's correct. Let's do the timer. Let's wait the 10 seconds. We'll run around in circles. Okay, that's good. Let's reach point 4. Okay. And now we got quest 2. Yeah, all right, we're good, we're good, we're good. Let's just make sure that 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 are correct. So we're not replacing it with, yeah, quest 3 goes to 4. And quest 4 goes to 3, that's correct. Quest 2 should go to the other one. So what are we doing here? Quest 3. So 3 should go to 2. And 2 should go to 3. And the other one is correct, which we done before. Alright. That was a little complex, but we did get there in the end. So after you select the first quest, you can do the second, third and fourth in any order. You can see the askers disappear, make the quest not selectable. We have in-between dialogue for those quests. And all we need to do now is, if we wanted to select 2 as our first quest, all we need to do now is just bring out our big one. And what we do here is we just select here 2 to 1, 3, 4. We will change this message to 1, 2, 4, and we basically change all the messages here to chain it as if number 2 was selected first, and then we just do the same thing we did with this one. So this one here we had 1, 2, 3 to 4. We can say this one here is quest 3, 4, so we go quest 3, 4. The next one here is quest 2, 4, so we go quest 2, 4, and the next one here is quest 2, 3, so quest 2, 3. Let me move this down. We don't need to have that. We'll just bring this down, and we'll bring this up here, and we'll make this one here and here. And we'll bring this down a bit so we've got a bit more of a gap. Okay, and then the next one here is last one is 4. So we can type in last, and we have last as 4, last as 3, last as 2, last as 1. So this one here is last 3, so we can duplicate that. This one here is last 4, and I think that's this one. Duplicate that. This one here is last 2, so that's this one here. Duplicate that one. This one here is last 3, so that's this one here. And this one here is last 2. And that's this one here. Okay, reason I'm showing you this is the chain that happens. So you can see what you need to copy, bring it down to the second one, and then just change the messages and save the presets as needed. So this is our first message here. So when you talk to Jet, this is the first one, and you have quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, and quest 4. If you did quest 1, it will go up to this numpad here, and the quest 1 will replace to the preset 1, 2, 3, 4, which is this one here. This one here is all 4 of them, so this is one preset. This one here is your asker, so the asker will be for 2, 3, and 4, which you've just completed 1. And when you select either 2, 3, or 4, it will get rid of this asker because you're on the next quest. If you selected 2, it will be here, and it will replace 2, 3, and 4 because that's all will be left. And when you select 3 and 4, it will get rid of this one. Because quest 2 will replace it, so it won't be there anymore, whereas quest 3 and 4 will get rid of it. This one's the same thing here. It's quest 3, so 2, 3, and 4. When we select quest 3, it will send a preset to replace this one with 2 and 4, because they're the options that will be left. And the health to kill this will be 2 and 4, because we selected 3, which means 2 and 4 will get rid of it. Same with this one here. This one here is quest 4. When we select that one, it will replace to the preset quest 2 and 3, because there will be the 2 options left. And again, 4 will replace this one, 2 and 3 will kill it. So quest 4 will turn into 2 and 3, which is this one here. So these are 3 and 4. So we've got 3 here and 2 here, sorry. So 2 and 3. So 2 and 3, and an asker, which gives you the option for 2 and 3. If you selected quest 3, it will replace it with 2 and 4, which is these ones. So you have 4 and 2. And then you have the asker, which gives you the option to pick either 2 or 4. And when you make that option, either 2 or 4, it will kill this asker because you no longer need it. You're on the quest. And this is the same with the last one. So this one here, if you selected quest 2, it will replace this one with quest 3 and 4. It will kill these ones here. 3 and 4 will come up here. So you got 4 and 3. And then an asker, which gives you the option to pick 3 and 4. And these guys are the last ones here. So when you're on a very last quest, that's all you'll want to see. Is just an asker with that option. And basically you need to do the same chain for the next lot. So this one here happens with the asker of selecting collection 1 as the first quest. Then it goes up to this chain and then goes down the chain. If you want to do quest 2 first, you will need to duplicate these, bring it down, give it some room so you can see the gap, the difference. And this one here is for 3 and 4. We'll talk about that later. So we want to do quest 2 first. We will bring out, we'll replace this asset with quest 2, 1, 3, and 4. So we're on quest 2. And then when we complete quest 2, we need to change this to quest 1, so that leaves 1, 3, and 4 as we just finished quest 2. We saved a preset, and then we bring out the next ones. So we'll probably need to juggle around some of the presets. I have a feeling some of them can be reusable. So if you did 1 and 2 and all that's left is 3 and 4 in one of them, so we've got 3 here, 2 here, 4 here, 2 here, so it's this one here, 4 here and 3. We don't need to remake this preset because there's already 3 and 4 here, and we saved it with that value of 3 and 4, so we know which one to bring out. So that's pretty much how I would do 4 random quests that the player can then walk up to Jet and do any one of the 4 quests. When I come back, that quest will be off the list and we'll leave the 3 remaining quests. You have the options here to have in between dialogue, so that way players know what to do if they're stuck in the middle of the quest, or if they've just forgot, or if they come and talk to the NPC too early. You don't want repeating text of the NPC giving you options to tell you which quest to do. You need to have in between dialogue. But yeah, I hope this has been useful. This one was a little complicated for something that's seemingly simple, or should be simple. Hopefully in the future we have options where we can use a single asker and just have a message to toggle on and off having that option displayed. So when we complete a quest, we can use the NPC to talk to the same asker, and the asker won't have that option there because we toggled off that option because the quest is complete. And that will save the need from doing all these presets and all these workarounds just to get something that feels like it should be simple. But I hope you learnt something today. This was fun to put together, and hopefully it's useful for your games. If you have any questions, send me a message on Discord. Happy to help. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.